All right, what is up, guys? In today's video, we're gonna do a POV drive, first impressions of the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator. This is the flagship from Lincoln, and it is fully redesigned, taking a lot of its interior design elements from the Nautilus. Sorry about the wind, it is a little windy here, but this is a fully loaded black label. We have a new front end, full LED running light strip across the front fascia here. Very good looking SUV, and its main competitor, as we all know already, is the Cadillac Escalade. And how will the Navigator match up to the Escalade? We have new interior themes for this generation as well. Very nice interior, and this 48-inch panoramic screen. I know that this GoPro lens does not really agree with the polarized type of screen, so it might look a little weird on the GoPro here. But a couple things that we're going to mention right off the bat. Steering wheel, again, from the Nautilus. It's kind of like oval shaped. You get used to it pretty quick. It's a cool design. It's a little weird in the beginning to get used to, but you do get used to it quickly. Now, we're going to do a lot of the features and everything in the review that's coming up. This is more about driving, but I'm going to mention this quickly because I was looking kind of like, where do you adjust the steering wheel? Where do you adjust the mirrors? You now have to go in on these buttons here and do it here. So you go to adjustments, and then over here you can do the steering wheel, and then you can do the mirrors and also your pedal adjustments. So that took me a little while to figure out. I'm sure you get used to that as well, but I think a lot of people would prefer having just like a stock here on the side or underneath the steering wheel to adjust the actual steering wheel. Now put it in drive. The piano key style here, typical Lincoln, been around for a few years. We have the same 3.5 liter EcoBoost with 455 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, which is very torquey and it's very capable. Oh yeah. And these seats are just amazing. These are 30-way power seats. And I've driven the Escalade, and awesome SUV, especially the V version, but it can't compare to these seats when it comes to comfort. But just check out the screen. You no longer need head-up display because of this screen. And when I did the Nautilus review last year, and this screen was introduced, a lot of people were saying like, that's going to be such a distractment, and it's not. It's just something that you get used to. So we have the speedometer, as you guys can see here. We have navigation right there, and then these screens right here you can actually customize, which is pretty cool. So if I want the weather, whoops, no, we don't want that. So if I want the weather here on the middle screen, it changes it to the weather. Okay, it wants me to enable location sharing. Well, that's kind of stupid, but anyhow, we can try something else. Tire pressure. So then you have the tire pressure up there. So it's very customizable. It's just it's very techy and nice feeling, I have to say. This is for Blue Cruise, which is Lincoln's and Ford's autonomous driving. So it basically kind of keeps an eye on where your attention is. Now when you use your turn signal, you'll see a camera that pops up there as well, showing that there's no one in your blind spot. Obviously works for both sides. That's definitely new. I don't even think the Nautilus had that, not that I could remember at least. So if you don't like using your side mirrors, you can just use the little screen right there. So the one that we're in today is a pretty much fully loaded black label. So the trims for 2025 starts with the Reserve. So no longer can you get the previous base trim, which was the Premier. So it kind of starts at a somewhat loaded trim level, because the Reserve used to be the in between the black label and the Premier, and the Reserve starts at $99,000. The one that we're in here today is $116,000, as it is a black label. So this is a first impressions video of the Navigator, but I have to say again, it is very familiar if you've driven a Nautilus, which came out last year and introduced a new interior with a panoramic screen and the steering wheel and so on. So it does feel familiar. Now, if you haven't been in a Nautilus and you come from a prior gen Navigator, it's going to be a huge upgrade. I mean, it's so nice in here. I like this kind of split armrest here in the middle, which is not adjustable, but you can open it. I have to say the interior quality feels nice. We have this little rotator button here for the volume. Very quiet in here as well. The GoPro doesn't have the best mic. It doesn't pick up audio the best, but I'm not raising my voice at all. It's just very quiet here. You're always going to hear some kind of road noise, but it feels premium in here. Definitely when it comes to the comfort, for sure. But this video is, we're going to keep it a little shorter. As you guys can see, I only have 43 miles till empty, and I got to film the whole review, so I got to save some gas. And I just want to do a quick little POV drive for everyone here as a first impression. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the full review if you're interested in a more detailed look of the new 2025 Navigator. I'll see you guys in the next one.